Subscribe, hype, like, and donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
Every once in a while, viewers, fans, and subscribers, every once in a while, a story breaks that changes everything. Tonight is not about a title match. It is not about a promo. It is not about a superstar. Is it about the stage, the rage, the Paige? Imagine if Paige returned. A lot of rumors and gossip about Paige returning to WWE. Will she return at WrestleMania or the night after WrestleMania? Because reportedly, Nikki Bella doesn't look like she will be cleared in time for WrestleMania, but again, card is always subject to change. Now, I know you didn't come here to just talk about and listen about Nikki Bella, but guys, remember to click the bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications, become a channel member today. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got breaking news as concerns the construction, the stage. Now, we all know that the WWE, it was one of those things that they had to construct it fast. They had to go quick because Bruno Mars just finished one of their epic, one of their concerts that they had at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And the WWE does not have ample time to put this stage together. And we're wondering, is it going to be a good design? Is it going to be a simple design? Is it going to be just a big Titantron? Is it going to be just a big screen? Is it going to be a big structure? Remember, we're going to be having full WrestleMania coverage all week long, and especially on WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2. So subscribe and click the bell for that. All the news and all the rumors and all the backstage debates that go on. Remember, for over a decade, I've been supplying the hottest, the latest, the greatest, because I believe in the viewers, the fans, the subscribers. For those of you that stick with me, stand me, even those that don't agree with me, as long as you're leaving your opinions, that's all that means to me. Now, the WrestleMania 42 stage in Las Vegas is rumored to be having some problems, serious ones. And the stories circulating in the wrestling circles right now about what is happening inside Allegiant Stadium days before the biggest show of the year are the kind of stories WWE desperately wants contained before this weekend. Now, we have the rumors, we have the speculation, and we have the theories. And tonight, we are breaking it, all of it down. But right first, I want to know, viewers, fans, and subscribers, what night of WrestleMania do you think is going to be bigger, badder, better? What night of WrestleMania are you most looking forward to? But real quick, 20,000 of you hit the bell and turn on all notifications, but you're not getting notified. Well, if you want to get notified around the clock, I never stop, in your iPhone, settings app, scroll to YouTube, notifications, turn everything on. Then inside YouTube, profile picture, settings, notifications, turn it all on. If you're on an Android, go to your settings, apps, YouTube, notification, turn everything on. Then inside YouTube, profile picture, settings, notifications, turn it all on. All it takes is 15 seconds. Now let's get into the rumors, the news, the speculation, and the gossip. With WrestleMania 42 right around the corner, what about 72 hours away right now, 3 days away? Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas is being transformed right now into WWE is billing as the most spectacular stage in the history, perhaps potentially, of WrestleMania. The production budget for the show is reportedly enormous. The visual presentation has been teased in promotional materials for months, and the expectation heading into this weekend is that the WrestleMania 42 stage will be one of the most talked about set pieces in the history of the event. But here is where that story takes a volatile turn. According to rumors circulating online in the wrestling circles this week, the WrestleMania 42 stage built has not gone smoothly. Sources say the production setup inside Allegiant Stadium has encountered problems that WWE has not or was not anticipating at this stage of the build. The specifics of exactly what went wrong are not being confirmed publicly, but the rumors, viewers, are specific enough and coming from enough different directions that they cannot be dismissed as simple internet speculation. Something reportedly went wrong with the stage build, and the questioning heading into this weekend is how much of it has been fixed and how much of it has not. Because the stage problems are only part of the story, the bigger issue, according to sources, is what a stage disaster would actually mean for the most mainstream-facing WrestleMania in WWE history. Now, put this thread and the whole thing together, unravels. The rumors circulating online this week about the WrestleMania 42 stage build into 4 specific categories, and tonight we are going to break down each one of them, viewers. Rumor 1, structural issues. The most alarming rumor circulating in wrestling circles involves reported structural concerns with elements of the WrestleMania 42 stage setup. Sources say certain components of the build did not come together the way the production design specified, and some things might have arrived a little bit late. Whether this is a minor adjustment or a significant structural concern depends entirely on who you ask. And reportedly, viewers, the people being asked inside WWE are giving very different answers depending on the day. Rumor 2, technical failures. The second category of rumors involves the technical production elements of WrestleMania 42. The LED boards, because guys, you got to understand how much goes into this stage. The lighting rigs, pyrotechnic setups. According to sources, at least one significant technical element of the stage experienced a failure during the setup process. Sources say WWE production crews have been working around the clock to address the issue, but the timeline heading into the biggest is tighter than anyone in that building is publicly comfortably admitting. And rumor 3, the partial collapse theory. Again, WrestleMania stage collapsing. You got to be kidding me. WrestleMania 42. This is the one that has been spreading fastest in the wrestling circles online over the last several hours, and it needs to be addressed directly. Rumors suggest that a portion of the WrestleMania 42 stage structure experienced some sort of partial collapse or significant failure during the build process inside Allegiant Stadium. Sources say wildly on how serious the incident was. Again, they vary widely. Sources say some of it was a minor setback that resolved quickly. Others say the damage was significant enough to require a redesign of certain stage elements days before WrestleMania. WWE has not publicly addressed the rumors in any capacity because, again, you got to take this with a grain of salt. Now, let's be very clear about what this is and what it is not. This is speculation. This is rumor. Nobody inside WWE has confirmed this publicly, and the rumor and the nature of this particular rumor involving a near structural collapse or a production build is exactly the kind of story that gets exaggerated as it travels through the wrestling circles and, of course, the internet, because we all know how the internet can stir it up. But here is why it cannot be dismissed entirely. The level of internal response that sources are describing this week, that escalated executive involvement, the redirected resources, the around-the-clock crew work is consistent with a situation more serious than a routine technical setback. Minor production problems do not generate that kind of response. Significant structure concerns do. Now, of course, we got breaking news on SummerSlam. Breaking news on the SummerSlam main event. According to rumors and gossip, as of earlier this week, for the Undisputed World Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship, it will be Obafemi against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, the hottest event of the year. Would you want to see Obafemi, Roman Reigns get it on at SummerSlam? And as we all know, tickets for that event go on sale very soon. And reportedly, the people who were in that building when it happened are not talking publicly about what they saw. And the name sources say immediately called when the situation inside Allegiant Stadium became critical, reportedly went all the way to the top of WWE's production chain within minutes. WWE has been building WrestleMania 42 as the most mainstream-facing show in company history. Triple H said publicly this week that the success of this weekend depends on winning over first-time fans watching on ESPN. And the stage is the most important visual element of that message. That is the stakes attached to WrestleMania 42 stage rumors this week. A stage disaster, even a partial one. Even if it's a lighting, it's a rigging issue, it's a structural issue, does not just affect the in-person audience at Allegiant Stadium. It affects every single first-time viewer watching on ESPN for free. It affects the mainstream credibility WWE has been building towards for this entire past year. It affects the message Triple H has been trying to send with every single product decision made heading into the weekend. Sources say the pressure on WWE's production team right now is unlike anything that they have experienced at a previous WrestleMania, because the margin for error on this show, given everything riding on the mainstream presentation, is essentially zero. And then, according to sources, someone made a phone call, and that response to that phone call tells you everything about how seriously WWE's taken the stage situation heading into this weekend. Sources say additional production crews were brought in to address the issues, if there are any. Resources were reportedly redirected from other elements of the WrestleMania 42 production to prioritize stage build. Now, read between the lines on that response. When senior executives get personally involved in production problem, it is not because the problem is minor. Senior executives do not redirect resources at the last minute for issues that the regular crew can handle. That level of response that sourcing are describing inside Allegiant Stadium this week suggests that whatever went wrong with the WrestleMania 42 stage build was significant enough to require an escalated solution. And in the context of a show this size, happening this soon under control is not the same as ready. This is not the first time WrestleMania has had a production problem, and the history of how WWE handled the stage and the production in previous events tells us something important about what is likely happening inside Allegiant Stadium right now. Professional wrestling production at this scale are extraordinarily complex undertakings. The WrestleMania stage alone involves hundreds of production crew members working around the clock across multiple days of setup. And again, this one was rushed. This had to be done quick. Again, Bruno Mars got out of there, and the WWE wasted no time. And sources say, heading into WrestleMania 42 this weekend, timing is exactly WWE's production team is short on. Now, here is the historical context that matters most right now. Every major WrestleMania production has had a moment, usually in the final 48 hours before the show, when someone that was not working suddenly had to work, when a technical failure that seemed catastrophic on Wednesday became invisible on Saturday because the crew found a way to make it happen. What we know is this. Rumors are circulating from multiple sources about problems within the WrestleMania 42 stage build. Now, of course, there would be issues. There would be problems. That wouldn't be a shock because a stage of this magnitude, a stage of this stature, of course, there's going to be mounting issues and problems. But no matter how big or large they are, large scale or small scale, or if there's even happening or not, this rumor, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think the WWE should do? What should they address about it? And who do you think? I want your predictions for WrestleMania because remember, this show is about you. Without you, there is no SeanzView. You guys are the foundation. You guys are the glue that holds this show together. Sources say the mood inside the WWE heading into this weekend is a mixture of genuine excitement about the show itself and genuine anxiety about everything that is surrounding it. The show will reportedly be ready. The show will go on, and 70,000 people in Las Vegas will see something this weekend that they will be talking about in years. But the story of how WWE got there, the chaos of the week that built up to it, the near collapse that sources say almost changed everything is worth a storytelling. We got breaking news, guys. This is why we do multiple videos a day. Again, this is why we do multiple videos a day. Breaking news as we're doing the video. We have a brand new WWE Evolve Women's Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Chu wins the WWE Evolve Women's title. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that and what is absolutely star-studded breaking news at this time. Also, we got breaking news on CM Punk and Roman Reigns just days before WrestleMania, where they will collide for the World Championship on Night 2 of WrestleMania. CM Punk says Roman Reigns has never done it alone ahead of WrestleMania 42. And CM Punk admits that he crossed the line with Roman Reigns and said it was intentional. Roman Reigns takes aim at Roman Reigns' part-time status ahead of WrestleMania 42. And CM Punk says Roman Reigns is driven by ego and envy ahead of WrestleMania 42. Also, coming in, AEW title change expected for tonight's April 15th episode of AEW Dynamite. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are receiving word at this time that Jade Cargill reveals how she created her entrance theme. Multiple international wrestlers confirm WrestleMania 42 tryout invitations, and there is a feeling that Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton's story was tampered with for no good reason. Also, Vince Russo says WWE go-home shows aren't ending with enough heat before WrestleMania, and also says WWE promos are confusing casual fans with insider references, and Vince Russo says WrestleMania matches aren't giving fans a reason to care. Do you agree with that? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your emotions on all of that. Because this is where we're at. This is what we do. I am SeanzView. We provide you the foundation. Your comments and your opinions. Remember to take this video and share it all over social media, whether it be X, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Facebook. Share it in forums. Share it on Reddit. Tell your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends that this is the unapologetic, brash, and brazen where we go above and beyond the Call of Duties of rumors, news, speculation, gossip, and hearsay, because SeanzView Entertainment, quite frankly, wouldn't have it any other way. And if you're not down with that, well, then you know those two words that we have for you. And right now, viewers, we are receiving word from some fans online. Hold on, viewers, we're going to gather this right here and right now. CM Punk says, if I turn heel, it would make me an even more enormous babyface. Do you agree with that sentiment or not? Also, popular WWE star is not on the card for WrestleMania 42. Io Sky will not have a match, guys. Neither will Carmelo Hayes, which is a very sad state of affairs if you're asking the brash and the brazen. And there has been media backlash. There has been outrage. Some fans have even created petitions to get Io Sky and Carmelo Hayes on the main card for WrestleMania. But whether or not that happens in time, I quite frankly don't know. Do you think that Io Sky and Carmelo Hayes have been robbed of a WrestleMania spot, even though you got celebrities that will be on WrestleMania? Unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable sequence events here on the Brash and the Brazen. Also, breaking news, more breaking news coming in about Roman Reigns and the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. Also, Cody Rhodes reclaimed his WWE Championship belt from Pat McAfee's show, his ESPN show, by destroying the, Thunderdome. CM Punk reveals first impressions of Roman Reigns, recalls where their animosity started. He had management in an entire system that was going to shove him down everybody's throats. By some miracle, he finally figured it out. That is Roman Reigns' comments and sentiments on Again, that is CM Punk's sentiments on Roman Reigns. Again, who do you want to win this mega match at WrestleMania? Do you want to see CM Punk retain the world title, or do you want to see Roman Reigns become the new World Heavyweight Champion of the Red brand of Raw on Netflix on Monday night? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Also, Finn Balor comments on bringing back the Demon for a Dominic Mysterio match at WrestleMania 42. It's something that I can only tap into very occasionally. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty more to come around the clock. I won't stop. Remember to set a reminder on your phone or search up Sean View on the internet, because I work around the clock to give you the best, the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the most descriptive, the most definitive. Sean View is here for all of you. Subscribe.